What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Oh my god, that was actually like perfectly timed. I started the video and she jumped up on the desk. I knew she was gonna jump up here. We got the daisy cam going on, though she's kind of... We'll work on the angle a little bit as we get through the video. Right now, she's literally on top of the cam and she's gonna sit on the cam. Okay, well... All right, yeah, this is a much better daisy cam. All right, and I'll try to zoom. She loves the camera. She loves the cam. All right, today we're going to be doing another Flancy VOD review. He's now rank 2 North America, just absolutely beasting it here. I mean, his last 20 look insane. He is actually on an insane, what is this, 16 game top 4 streak up to rank 2 here. This is just LP rocket ship up to 1700. So I thought, let's watch some more Flancy. I mean, he's a fantastic player to watch, honestly. So exciting and so fun, and just knows how to play all these different lines. And I mean, you know, the line that we watched him play last time I thought was really interesting, and not something that I think a lot of NA players, especially, you know, people just on this patch in general, are that excited to play around. But Flancy, not so much. He's open to that kind of stuff. So we start off here with a Nico from Orb. I don't think that gives us too much direction into any kind of like reroll line or anything like that. Like, I don't think you really... I mean, there are certainly reroll lines, and we have the Cinders as well, so there's some kind of like Crystal Gambit, you know, possible here. Also, let me turn off my team planner. Sorry about that. This is a meta TFT replay, so, you know, shout out to them for having it. I guess I'm gonna have to just keep moving the cam around. Item wise here, we have a Nashor's Slam if we want it. Great item these days. You never feel bad about making it. And yeah, we get to pick a pollution pair here. We don't actually hold the we don't actually hold the Callista here, which is kind of interesting. I tend to think of Callista as being really nice with these boards. You know, if you ever get to like a Senna, then you feel really fantastic with these. All right, we'll go back a second because he blew into the augment too quickly for me. I was yapping. My B. Okay, but now I do really have to pause it when it comes up here. And I mean, the glove pairs really nicely with the Nash as well. Okay, so we rolled Deepening Shadows. Yeah, probably not here. I don't really like any of these options. Heavy is the Crown, great if you want to play into some kind of Kog'Maw angle. I mean, a Heavy is the Crown, Nashor's JG doesn't sound like the worst thing. Portable Forge feels like a pretty easy pickup. This augment has been S tier the entire set. But we do also see Knuckledusters here, and that is the pick from Flancy here. So this is going to be a Knuckledusters game here. We have the Vi, throw her in. Can look for... I mean, I'm actually really curious to see what Flancy takes here. Oh, he actually, wow, burns the remover and then finds over 9k. So he was not that excited about max attack or really any of those options, but he actually does like over 9k a lot. I mean, it makes sense. This over 9k power up, I feel like, just feels so good in so many scenarios. Wow, look at this picture in picture, and now you can see my OBS on this side. What a world here. But you get a good daisy cam there. Oh, that's a perfect daisy cam, and you can like this like weird picture in picture thing where you can see the screen. So second augment here actually as well, because we have this earlier augments thing. Roll past everything. He's really looking big grab bag here. Thought for sure it'd be something like a healing orbs in this spot. Interesting. He's thinking, you know, very much about the big grab bag, and yeah, he grabs it and gets even shroud. I mean, is Flancy just a genius? I mean, so I guess any AD, you know, item would be obviously be fantastic here. Any tank item would be pretty solid onto the Vi. The only thing that would be pretty... Oh my god, wow, and he's going to make the full Nashor's Slam as well, just to get items onto this Vi. I mean, I really do love this. It's a bit crazy, though, but it makes sense. I feel like Vi, you know, with Knuckledusters, because of the fact that she can farm gold, she can farm even item components with getting kills, all of this unit cares about when you take Knuckledusters is just like getting kills and being as strong as possible, and especially because we have over 9k as well, you know, every single fight we win is going to be, you know, guaranteed that we can get further into the game, and, you know, potentially, you know, scale up and be as strong as possible later. So winning these first few fights is really nice. This guy, pretty rough for us to fight here, actually, with the Archangel's Aatrox. At best, we get 1 kill. At worst, we get 0 for Knuckledusters. We'll see here. The Aatrox actually healing a lot with the Archangels, but I think we got it here. Yeah, if I didn't get aggroed on too easy, and we will... Wait, I think win this fight. The Archangels... Oh my god, okay. We just... Honestly, if he got that cast off, I don't know if we would have won that. All right, we'd really like... Wow, we'd really like this this Vi with Sword here, because this is IE... Oh my god. And it's Vi pair. I mean, that is fantastic for us. Not only is it a good slam, sorry, my Part of the reason I'm giving you guys Daisy Cam today is because I've had like a cold the past, like, I don't even know how. I mean, maybe it's just sinus stuff from like the seasons changing. I guess that's what it is. But it definitely like feels like I've just had like a really long cold. But my nose has been running for the days here, and so I don't want to subject you guys to that. So I subject you guys to the Daisy Cat instead. We get 4 Jug in here and do make the IE Slam that we talked about. It's so nice with the Nashers because now we're making a lot more use of the crit. And also we have more crit to give more mana gen so that, you know, Nashers is more likely to proc. So, I mean, the fantastic item to slam here. I mean, the fact that we have a triple item Violet here is really, really nice. Interesting, some of our other holds as well. He's thinking about holding onto Crystal Gambit here. Most of the time that I've seen, I mean, every single time I would say that I've seen somebody take Knuckledusters, they have not tried to fit in like a 3 or 5 Crystal Gambit. You can sometimes play 3 like Lost Streak early and then cash out, but never like a 5 Crystal Gambit like we see with some of the like the Malzahar and Ari stuff. But I mean, maybe Flancy's cooking something crazy here. Close fight. Vi almost wins it for us, but you know, not too close at the end of the day. Let's check over 9k here because we're pretty far in already. 12 AD, 4 AP, and 4 AS is amazing. I feel like these are great stats to have early, just guarantee us the damage onto the Vi. I mean, that is really, really nice, and I mean, we can keep checking this throughout the rest of the game here, but that's great here. Tier to me is half of, you know, like a Hodge. Oh, a full Hodge perhaps. But my main question is actually, I mean, is this Nashers just going to stay on Vi this whole game? I mean, I don't really normally think about Nashers being a great Vi reroll item, but I mean, maybe, honestly, I'm down to do a stats check while we're about to fight 3-1 here, because I mean, I wouldn't be that shocked if it's that good. I mean, it's crit, it's damage, it's mana gen, so Vi with IE, and the Nashor's Tooth. I mean, the stats say it's slightly negative delta. It says it's not bad. It's pretty infrequently built. Yeah, how many? 28k games on Hand of Justice and 320 on Nashor's. So not a huge sample there, but a little bit here. Wow, the really aggressive level 6 roll down here from Flancy. But this is, I mean, something that good TFT players do, and something that, like, if you are new to this game, it's a mistake that I see a lot of people make. They're like, I gotta make my 50 gold here. I gotta sit at 50 gold. No, 3-cost reroll. It is so important to be strong here. It's so important. Sorry if I woke you, Daisy, by yapping too loudly. It's so important to be as strong as possible here. It's also so important to just get our upgrades because of the power curve of how this comp works. The way that Juggernauts and, you know, any 2-cost reroll comp in general works is that this is going to be one of the strongest phases of the entire game for you, is 3-2 and you know, 3-2 until, you know, the end of stage 3, because you can do this. You can roll down, hit all of your 2-star 2 costs here. This is going to make you stronger than everybody else who has not rolled for 2-star 2 costs. We can see actually this person has a bunch of 2-star 2 costs, looking to play, I guess, Janna reroll, though isn't really able to find a lot of the actual pieces of it. Like, he's like, I'll barely need Kobokos, so maybe doing something kind of interesting there where he has Dr. Shmundo instead, which is kind of wild, but, you know, maybe. But yeah, the power spike is very important. And then again, like we talked about, it's so important to be as strong as possible when you are playing around this Knuckledusters, because every fight that you win, that could be extra gold. That could be, I mean, if you farm a component, that is well worth spending some gold on Econ here. So makes a lot of sense. Interestingly enough, we are opting to play 3 Crystal Gambit as our +2 here. We can get Duelist in easily with Ashe. Obviously, we're going to play the Udyr here. You know, a lot of time in spots like this, I'm just playing an extra backliner here, so I'm playing around Jhin, I'm playing around, you can play around Smolder as well. You can eventually play around Ashe, though I think these days you probably don't want to that much. Great fight for us here, great win. Oh my god, we get a Guard Breaker as well here. The items just keeping great drops, though I wonder, you know, what we're going to do with that. I mean, I assume we have to take the cash out because we're kind of too strong, I would say, to not look for it. Power up the Dr. Mundo here, and we're going to go Colossal as well onto the Udyr. So now we cut out Star Guardian, and this is going to be our setup here. Wow, I kind of like this. The only downside, obviously, to this is that it makes it impossible on 6 to play 6 Jug, but you can do something like this and then just use your +1 slot on Jhin, on Smolder, on Ashe, and just have that be your damage dealer, and then on 7 play everything. And I mean, Colossal, we've seen it be very, very broken in the past on units that, I mean, the big thing I feel like to consider with Colossal, why it was so broken on Udyr, why it was so broken on other units, is like when you're actually getting good value out of this, the extra damage amp, the 10%, and obviously, you know, the DR. like like Udyr would actually do, okay damage in those duelist setups. And also, I mean, just having a ton of DR, especially onto a unit like Mundo, who's going to get a ton of extra HP, is just insane. I don't really like any of these that much. He's going to grab the duo Q here. I don't really know. I mean, I guess Varus is something that you could think about at some point, but I don't know. Doesn't seem that amazing. We are holding on to it here. We do hit a Lulu too, which can be a Schmolder on the board. And we do hit the Vi 3 here with the dupe. Wow, I mean, pretty close to Mundo, actually. A little almost surprised that he went this route. And we're also going to have to make the QSS here, pair that up. The Nasher is going to move back to the Smolder. So that's where that's going to go. And then Bramble gets made onto Dr. Mundo here. Obviously, we don't need to make heal cut. Oh my god, we cash out another component, which can be Spear and Visage. I mean, this Flancy guy is just illegal at rolling good components here. This is insane, actually. And we're going to level at this point. We're going to say, you know what? Because, yeah, I was really thinking with the dupe that we are going to roll down a bit deeper and try to go for some 3 stars. We're going to look for also the Mundo 3. But he opts to just say, we're going to tempo this really hard. There's a lot of value in pushing levels, getting in stuff like 6 Jug on this board. We can also, if we want to, still roll on 7 for potential Smolder 3. And then, also find the Mundo on 7. We'll see, depending on kind of like what else we hit here. That can be our game plan. But for now, we're kind of chilling here. Can't really play the 6 Jug on 7 now because of the fact that we have these damage items on Smolder. Smolder needs to, be on the board because we need someone to hold these damage items. So it's either going to be a fast level 8 to play 6 Jug, or it's going to be a sit on level 7. So we'll see what Flancy wants to do here. I could see both. I'm kind of partial to pushing 8 in a spot like this, just because 6 Jug is going to be a big spike, and I don't really like rolling at slightly awkward timings like this, where like you're past the optimal level to roll for Mundo, so hitting Mundo is going to be a little hard. And the main thing that gives me pause about rolling much more here is that we are only 3 Smolders here, so Smolder 3 is eons away. Eons, I think. Speaking of Eon, we pick up Cloak here, which can't build Edge of Night, but it can build... I'm not actually sure what we're going to go with. This may be an extra like tank item in this spot here. Could be decent enough, I guess. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of done with a lot of our items because we got all these extra items from Knuckledusters, which once again, I mean, that is the power of playing for, tempo really hard early. This guy also playing for Kog'Maw, which... I mean, they only have 3 cogs as well. This is Kyun, actually. So it's kind of interesting, but I feel like this disincentivizes us from rolling even more because, like, I mean, if Kyun's going to take some of these copies out of the pool, it's going to be even harder. We'll do a checkup on him again, and then I guess we can check the rest of the lobby and see. We got 15 seconds. Do a quick scout around. Is anyone else looking at playing monster trainers? No. I mean, this guy rolling 3 costs, which is actually really annoying for Kyun here because he's eating his bastions here, and Kyun might even be forced to push levels in this spot because of this guy holding so many Swains. I mean, that's 6 Swains out of the pool, and then, yeah, Kyun actually ends up in a very awkward spot here where he's really, really healthy, but Flancy's contesting him on the monster trainer side, and then who was that? Was it Fan the Chi-Chi or Mobile Legend? Fan the Chi-Chi here is contesting him on the Swain here. So actually very awkward for Kyun, and he might even look at just pushing levels in this spot. I can certainly see it. It's just, it kind of sucks. He did find a TF who's kind of a nice in as an extra unit on this board, though. All right, let's see what we want to finish off here. I mean, I see an IE here. We are going to roll on 7 like we were talking about, so he is going to commit to it. Picks up Udyr. I mean, yeah, we can even just go for Udyr 3 as another out here. He skipped over a Smolder. I have to assume that was just a mistake. Yeah, I think. Oh, I wonder. Did he have a full bench there? I think he had a full bench, and he got the bug, dude. This new bug that they introduced with I say introduced like they intentionally did it, but the new bug that this patch introduced, where if your bench is full, you can't buy a monster trainer, is so annoying, especially in reroll comps like this where you want to hit everything. Okay, so we roll down, we hit the Mundo 3. We're 2 still off of Udyr 3, so it almost feels like you would want to just chill on that and play that. We also like finding the Braum was really, really nice as well. Split really, really hard our board here. Kind of nice because, well, not that nice because I was gonna say maybe Braum can get a good cast on that side, but he actually dies before casting. The Mundo doing a lot of tank here. Vi died already. Ooh, this fight's a little rough for Flancy actually. 32 HP. Fan the Chi-Chi still alive, so kind of denying Kyun as well. Kind of want to do a quick Kyun checkup here to see where he's at. 6 Kog'Maws. He opted to push 8 and then rolled on 8. And he's looking for everything. Holding all of these Yasuos here. He's playing 6 Bastion, though, waiting, if he It's kind of interesting that he prefers TF here, but I mean, how could you not with pretty good items there? All right. Violet on the right side here fighting against this Akali board. My God, this Vi unit is just a monster. Oh, we should do an over 9K check because we are getting quite far into the game now. 32 AD, 4 AP, 100 HP, 16 AS, and 2 mana. I mean, this is almost perfect. The AP is obviously not great, but I mean, we're just getting insane amount of damage stats here. So this is why, you know, Flancy was so excited about the over 9K here. It takes Steadfast Heart just for another, you know, Braum item, which might eventually be an Udyr 3 item. Might be an Udyr 3 item right now because boom, that's Udyr 3. So we're going to level up, make that here, get 6 Jug on the board, drop out of the Braum. Oh, wait, no, he did. Oh, he dropped off of... Interesting. So he wants to play Luchador so badly that he opts to actually drop off of his power-up and just finds Body Change, which is totally acceptable as well. Huh. I mean, that's a very interesting kind of, like, dynamic usage of Colossal, which was, you know, we play it until we don't need it anymore, until we really need, you know, the extra space to find a unit, and then we swap to this. This fight is heartbreaking almost for Flancy, but he ends up winning it versus Fanthachichi here. That was... so crazy. I really thought we were gonna lose that fight because we blocked ourselves in, and then we actually managed to win it, which is I mean, good for our boy Flancy here. Also, I mean, I like Body Change a lot in these like melee carry comps because like you get the Body Change shield onto Vi, which like, especially because it's not like we've rolled a lot of tank stats, like making Vi tank here is actually kind of huge here. So I like this a lot here. Rotate into this very strong mech board from Paprika actually, and end up taking a loss here. This guy, 7 mighty mech. The mech is eating the spark. If you guys haven't seen this, the mech will still apply the spark when it eats it. I've heard that it only applies units to like the initial units that the spark will see, but still, I mean, it for some reason works while it's in the mech, which is just very, very strange. But then the sniper's Yone is also crazy here. Just a shout out. All right, item here, just gonna be a last Udyr item. Double Steadfast Heart's a little high on the DR, but I mean, there's no such thing as too much DR, maybe? I don't know if that's true. All right, gonna continue to roll here on 8s, looking for, you know, maybe Schmolders. And we are actually going to move the Steadfast Heart and then swap over the... okay, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense from an itemization standpoint. I like it a lot. All right, rotating into Kyun here. Kyun did manage to find his Kog'Maw 3, which is pretty nice. Isn't going to manage to find a win here, though. We kind of stomp him here. And all of a sudden, Flancy's first place HP. Yeah, Kyun, really just the main problem is he, you know, obviously struggled to find the Swain because of Fanthachichi here, who did find the Swain. This is a crazy lobby, and also 3 rerolls, and then Paprika as the sole honorable player not playing reroll, saying, you know what, I don't need to play reroll, I can win. We fight Fanthachichi here, who is so strong here. Even found John a 3 on this board as just like a bonus win, which is, I mean, fantastic here. The Mal's doing good work here. I don't know if we can beat this board, I will say. People talk about Mundo being kind of a good counter for this board because his ult like cleanses Malzahar ult, which like that's another like very weird thing where I mean it doesn't it doesn't say that it does that. Also, that's Smolder 3 for us. Okay, maybe we can. But that is what I've heard is another bug in this patch. So TFT. I hope set 16 is a little bit less buggy than this. Probably will be. All right, we get the hot swap on the Mundo here, which allows him to tank up all the really, really scary stuff here. The Smolder also doing a lot of damage. The Vi doing a lot of work. This fight is so close here, but I think Vi's got it. Yes, it does. We win that fight, but Paprika and Fanthachichi don't die. They're both 1 life here, so this is literally anyone's game. We opt to take Edge of Night here just because we were really, really afraid of, you know, kind of like the burst of Mighty Mech. This also, I don't know how good Edge of Night actually is versus Malzahar. I know Edge of Night tends to, it acts a little bit weirdly with some effects. Like it doesn't cleanse off, a Kali mark. I'm not 100% sure. It should cleanse off Mal's, but I don't know if it does. All right, QSS moves over to Lee. The Vi is here. She does have a mouse poison on her, so I guess we'll see if it gets cleansed here. I mean, I think she got re-poisoned after that. Oh, Smolder doing good work, but I don't think we can outcap this. And oh, it even has a 3rd because Paprika dies by a little bit less. A little bit sad of an end there for our boy Flancy, but a really cool game showing her how to play around Knuckledusters and just how to play good TFT in general. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Metafy, all my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Good night, Daisy.